Alright, good evening, everybody. Sorry I am on late for the stream. It's been one of those days with work. Then I had to go and get some legal paperwork uh, to deal with some property issues that's going on. Anyway, I'm here now. Apologize for the lateness. And let's go ahead and get going. I also ended up having to replace that property issues that's going on. Anyway, I also ended up having to replace that. Yes, as I was saying, I ended up replacing that TP-Link router, and so not only did I have to go to the post office, but at the same time I had to get that router configured and stuff too. So it's been a busy day. It just kind of seems like that's the way things are going after work and stuff like that. So so we'll still do an hour of Elder Scrolls and then do an hour of like Star Trek if we can, and just kind of go through some of the stuff, the usual flyby during the week. Like I said, I apologize for being late. Sometimes real life gets the better of us. Well, that's a pretty staff. It's a pretty nice looking sword too. So this is what I'm talking about the. Oh, it looks nice mace. Cool shield. So this is, you can buy this in the Crown store for 2,000 crowns if you're an ESO Plus subscriber. It's kind of like, you know, buying cosmetics to make your toon look cool, tactical and stuff like that. So let's get going on some of our dailies here. So I do keep one stream active. Just to see how the quality is and so forth coming through. So, like I said, I did change out my router and stuff like that today, and I had to reconfigure that.
You are going
But
to let me
my
try that, right?
upload with the new router is real steady and stable, which is nice. So if you're wondering which one I may have purchased, it's kind of expensive, but it's pretty much a gaming router. It's the Asus, and let me get that right here. Oh, actually, I think it's over there, and Avalanche is playing with it at the moment, so give me a second. Closing my camera lid here. All right, so here we go. That's what I ended up getting. It's pretty big. It's the Asus Tough Gaming AX 5400 router. Supposed to be really good. Got a lot of good reviews. So we'll see how that goes. It's definitely a lot better. I've seen a better performance right now, right off the bat. ESO is a lot snappier, quicker, more responsive. So I like it. And so now I just got to go to UPS store tomorrow and drop off the old TP link and get that going. Be right back. All right. So let's go turn this in. I think we're done. And these should go pretty quick tonight. Fix my camera so you guys can actually see me. Well, most of me. Anyway, there we go. So then I also ended up getting some new lights. It's been a lot easier on my eyes since I changed out the bulbs. The blue light instead of the soft whites and the one of the bright whites that I was using in the background. So I wonder if the Jester Festival's over with. I just not very. So she's got a Crown Experience scroll. Oh yes. So yeah, I should have popped that first before turning in the quests. But anyway, I'll go do.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Oh, what What the heck? Oh, good. Well, I guess we go to Skywatch, which is in Ardon. Finish that up. But yeah, definitely the new router has helped a lot. Yeah, this will give us a little bit of XP. Alright, so off to the college, which is up here. Oh, I don't have that way shrine. Nope, not a problem. So we're going to go for a bit of a ride. Okay, she's got turbo though. Alright, 1 second. Here we go. Off on the trek.
And Pertar. He's the last.
All right. We'll find them. Let's ride! I have to go. If I'm late again,
Yep, everybody in the world's out here.
why do I even waste my time?
When you accept that your race is worthless, then we can use you.
Yeah, there's a quest where you get to like free the school from all these bigots and stuff like that. So it's pretty much a fun quest. So
You will never be worthy to serve the
the
Your kind disgusts me.
that's not a very nice thing to
I
say.
can't believe I have to put up with scum like you. I have to go. If I'm late again, Malingwe threatens to throw me.
So the new router seems to be doing really well. It's got a dedicated gaming port. That my stream machine, gaming machine, is into. Ow. Oh, wonder what the dailies are. Launder 10 items. Frost. Okay. Some of this is pretty easy. Hi, Avalanche. Yeah, it's the way he is right now. Hi, kitty cat. So I might start a new not a new game, but like a new thing, like a new contest while I stream. Every time Avalanche comes and wants attention, um, you know, maybe, take a guess on how many times Avalanche will interrupt my stream. Maybe somebody will get some gold or something like that if you're in game. Maybe I'll start something like that. Of course, by the end of the evening, I might be broke. Start off small, like 5,000 gold or something like that. Well, I sure hope that guy counted as one. Oh, good.
Strong will cleanse the world of the weak. Cleanse my core. Cleanse.
Well, that guy did not want to die. Alright, let's go turn in this Jester's quest. I think on the 6th of April, though, we're going to have the 9th anniversary of Elder Scrolls, which is going to be way cool. Long time this game has been around.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
So, I don't know what's going on. Alright, 6 of 12 event tickets.
My champion! Our show will be moving on soon. Oh, just a little jaunt. That's all for today, champion. But rest assured that your queen will call up. Oh, impersonating. Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable High Lady of Elven Grace? outlandish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine. I don't know that there are any true stories behind the Jester's Festival. Some say it happens because Sheogorath turned the whole world mad. Others say it sprung from Myr wanting to know what it's like to live like men. Who really knows?
Okay, craft, refine. So that's easy. Yeah, I've definitely can tell a big performance difference with this gaming router. It's definitely stuff's a lot smoother, snappier. Router's got a definite advantage over your regular router. It's got a
Hear that the Great Shackle was destroyed.
gaming port, which is nice. Welcome, Huntley. Welcome, welcome. The dinosaurs in Star Trek Online, I got started late because my new router showed up and I had to get that all configured. So we'll finish up here on ESO in a few minutes and then switch over to Star Trek Online. You guys hear me okay?
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
That's a dismount. Wrong game, buddy. Sabercat. Nope. Sabercat, the dinos in Star Trek Online. Everybody likes the dino. The dino's very popular. Everybody wants to see the baby T-Rex that shoots laser beams out of its eyes. It's like out of that movie, Mike Myers and Dr. Evil. You know, with the yes, laser beams out of the eyes, and then it's, you know, like the old Godzilla movies, you know. Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining. We're up to 5 viewers tonight. That's awesome. Thank you. You know, any questions about the game, how to do something, what type of software I run, or anything like that? I've been blabbing about the new gaming router that came in, which totally kicks butt. Stay away from the TP-Link and routers. They might be good for your average. Nah, they're not good. Just stay away from them. Alright, go to my guild hall. Find my guild master. Hopefully he... Yeah, the baby T-Rex is the bomb, you know. Actually, I've got that right here. It is the Asus. It is the Asus. I got no problems putting a plug in for these guys. Asus Tough Gaming Wi-Fi router AX 5400. It really kicks ass. It is a beast. It's got AI mesh involved in it if you set that up if you want. It's definitely got a dedicated gaming port on it. So my gaming slash streaming machine is plugged into that at the moment, and definitely can tell a difference with the snappiness and stuff like that. It's a good router. Pricey, but I guess you get what you pay for these days. Astaris Village item. So definitely have no problem putting a plug for their router. I mean, Asus has made really good equipment for years, decades. First real gaming machine that I built back in like 2002 had an Asus motherboard on it with a Pentium quad chip on it, which lasted me all the way up through 2018, and that's when 2019 actually, when I upgraded to my current machine. And I just ended up upgrading the video cards over the years, and then eventually couldn't upgrade it any further. So Asus has always done a really good job. At least in my book. Okay, so nope, wrong one. We want to go to Reaper's March. We want to go to this little town here. Fast travel there. So put a plug in for Amazon too. Love Amazon. Easy returns. Called them up and said the performance on the TP-Link router sucks. And they gave me a RMA email, and I just have to drop it off at the Up Store. Oh, and off to the races we go. Then once it's at the Up Store, I get my money back. Yeah. So we got to kill X amount of these frost guys. And everybody in the world is here because this is the farming ground. I need 7 more of them. So it's kind of like whoever can tag the things first. You know. And unfortunately, you got so many people up here right now that they just fully unload all their DPS and these things die in less than a second. So you don't have much time to tag them. So yeah, everybody's making a mad dash. Say, in good sportsmanship, they should just be tagging them with their light attacks, but we got some jerks that like to just unload all their DPS and leave nothing over for anybody to tag. So yeah, pretty insane. There's no reason for people to go nuts. You get one good tag in and let it be. ESO? Well, it started out in 2014 when it first came out, and the game was needed some love. So things were really broken. They launched it way too early. So I left for about 5 years and came back in 2019. And they really revamped a lot of stuff. They listened to the player base because they were basically going out of business. And they've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into rebuilding their gamer community and making the game user-friendly. Like, for example, when the game first launched, you have this world map, and you would start off, you know, depending on the alliance you chose, you'd start off either down here for like the Aldmeri Dominion, and then you would go to Aradon, and then you would go to this zone, and then this zone, and then this zone, and then this zone finally. And you wouldn't be able to play with any of your friends, like your higher level friends. Like if I was level 5 and my friend was level 15, they'd be in different zones and we couldn't play together. So what's the point of playing an MMO if you can't play together? So we're done with the endeavors here. So what they ended up doing over the years is they listened to the player feedback, and they basically said, I should be able to go to any zone in my alliance area. You know, like the Aldmeri Dominion is right in here. The other alliance is right in here. Daggerfall Covenant. And then we got an Avalanche here. Then this is the Ebonheart Pack area. And this is the PvP zone. So, and this area here is like all neutral. So, and these are expansion packs and stuff, zones added at a later date. So, what they ended up doing is made it one Tamriel. It didn't matter what level you were, you could go to any zone and you could play with any of your friends. And what they also did is the bad guys or the ads in the zone would scale to your level. So if I'm level 5, I'm going to fight a level 5 Frost Atronach, whereas my friend, if he's level 45, he's going to fight a level 45 Atronach himself. So it scales to your level. So the zone's never out leveling you. But to answer your question, played it for a month when it first launched, and then ditched it for 5 years, and then came back in 2019. And it was definitely worth coming back to. So then these are like all the little items you can buy and stuff like that. Cosmetics. They're kind of cool. You know, like the staff. The shield. The mace. and the dagger. But it's definitely a cash shop, microtransactions. That's what they like to, you know, make a lot of their money off of. This is like a gladiator costume. So, I'm gonna switch accounts here real quick, run to Pomnu and some of the others, and then we'll go ahead and play some Star Trek Online with get out the baby T-Rex. Hopefully they have some good ground missions tonight for Star Trek Online.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Dragons in your own homeland.
What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Rivendell.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Urgent task for you.
Well, the first thing I would focus on is when you have a lower level tune and you're just starting out. Really don't worry about getting gear or anything like that. I think the first thing you should concentrate on is just getting to level 10. When you're first starting out, you're not going to have much. You're pretty much going to have white gear, maybe get a couple pieces of training gear that you get from drops or from killing animals and stuff like that. A lot of the quests in the game are pretty much scaled to your level. Also, I would choose a caster class, which is a ranged class, to start off with. It gives you a little more flexibility for when you make mistakes. Being up close and using a big sword or a shield or something like that can kind of get you in trouble because you really don't have the necessary armor to mitigate some of the damage. So what I started off with, and I always do it the hard way, and I don't recommend this, but I recommend that you do like a caster, like a sorceress, or like a necromancer, because the necromancer, like right off the bat, it gets scythe. I forget. Yeah, scythe. It's called scythe, and it gives you health back every time you make a hit on a creature or whatever bad guy, and it does a lot of damage to them too. So as you're damaging them, you're also healing yourself. And let me turn these in, and I can
Comrade, a word.
hop over to one of my necromancers, and I can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so we get this turned in.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Park her here. Log out. So, RA here, she's just a level 3 necromancer. She just got out of the tutorial area. So she's pretty much has no gear whatsoever. And she just has a few spells that you get when you get out of the starting area.
Over here, I could use your help.
So even though she says level 3, she still has to claim her rewards to get the level 3. So I'll just show you. So you bring up your skill tree here, you know, and read through the stuff. It's good to do that. But right now she only has 1 skill point. So like for her, she's a caster, so she's distance. So I can put a point into Flaming Skull, and that automatically puts it down here to your action bar. So then the next one you get automatically once you get out of the tutorial, and it doesn't cost anything, is the Soul Trap. That's free. So they give that to you for free. Now I'm going to go ahead and claim my rewards for level 2 and now level 3. And I'm going to boost her magicka because she's a caster. And as a caster, a deep magicka pool helps out a lot. And what'll also happen is you'll get health from the gear and stuff and from some of your passives. And if you're a caster, you're going to want to concentrate on that. So then if you're like a melee, up close and personal, you're going to want to concentrate on your stamina. And I'm just giving you a basic build. And there's lots of builds out there online. And people put a lot of time and effort and tested things out. So that's what I would recommend. Just kind of do a YouTube search on like, hey, beginner build for Necromancer Caster. And you'll get a lot of good advice. So this is the Death Scythe, which is what I was talking about earlier. And that you want to put that on your action bar too, because as this levels, your main skill line levels up to 50 at the same time. Then Living Death, that's your self-heal. Put that there. And as you get more and more abilities for the skill lines, and these will open up, you want to slot them down here, but you always want to keep one to heal yourself with. Like for example, you know, she just healed herself. So let's go find a critter or something to kill. And it never fails. The one time you want to show something, there's nothing to kill. Ah, there we go. So I'm gonna hit this wolf with my soul trap, then my flaming skull, and then my death scythe. See how my health down at the bottom went up? And see the little green numbers? And you see how Bone Tyrant has increased to level 2. So I'm not only doing damage to the Wolfie, but at the same time I'm healing myself. And as you can see, my skill line's leveled up. So we were at level 1, now they're at level 2, and so forth. Same with two-hander. So now, since I opened up the two-handed skill line, I can slot that if I had enough skill points, which is the uppercut. But I don't. And she's eventually going to be a caster, so I'm going to want to eventually find a staff. Preferably a lightning staff, because it gives splash damage off of its hit, when it hits, when it strikes. There, squirrel dead. Peachy thief. That's what I call them. So that's kind of what you should do, is one skill point. One skill point from your class skill line to one of these, and then into that, and then into this. This way it levels up your main class skill line. So, and then when you hit level 10, you open up additional skill lines that pop up down here. And I can show you that too. So yeah, you always want to set your attributes and then hit commit. Otherwise, you know, like I just did, I forgot to do. And then another thing you can also do if you are still having trouble is you can join a guild. Just say, hey, looking for a guild for beginner, and hook up with a guild and see if they'll run stuff with you until you get the hang of things. I mean, it's a multiplayer game, so it's an MMO. And there's always people looking for stuff to do in chat. So we'll go back to Narissa, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the remainder skill lines. So I mean, at first, start off small. You know, do one bad guy at a time. Don't try to take on a boss. You can tell what a boss looks like because they're pretty much skull and crossbones or swords. That's a boss. So if you're taking on one of these and you're getting smoked, you know, that's to be expected. Even some of the people that are champion point 810 and up have hard times taking these on by themselves. And it depends on which expansion pack too. So, like I'm on Narissa, so as you saw on RA, she only had 3 of these lines open and this one. Whereas Narissa has the weapon of destruction staff, and she can add points to this if she wants. But like high elf skills, these give you bonuses. So these are all passives based off of your race.
Let's go fast.
Oh, and another piece of advice, stay out of the red. The red is bad on the ground. That kills you. So if they're dropping AoE and damage on the ground stuff, get out of it. Because that'll kill you real quick. Another piece of advice would be to, depending on what expansion pack you're on, is to go do the quest to get your companion.
flesh is nothing but more meat to Vangarel.
Amazing. I've learned more with you than I ever learned with Magister Eren.
I admire your tenacity, Mortals.
All right.
You want to talk about something? What's going on?
Yep, her inventory is full. No surprise. Wow, they want to have high elf for dinner.
Things you people.
So this is my pocket deconstructor. So I deconstruct all these items into materials. Because these items are just junk. But the junk gets converted into this, which allows you to craft other items. Like the Jura, the Ta, the Jode, that's all enchanting. This is enchanting. This is style material. So Plus, it also helps to level your skill line for crafting and stuff. And most importantly, it frees up bag space. Every MMO that I've ever played, there's never enough storage.
Trash could be Deadlands treasure. Let's see what you've got.
So I got 45 spots free. So there's probably other junk I can get rid of. So I'm bringing out my portable.
My primary function. Dreaming. Smooth stone. Ripple.
Bringing out my portable merchant. So, see what I can sell. Like that. That. Yeah. Some of the stuff I can learn. That I'll put in the bank.
Searching for IO signal.
Hey, you.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you? Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Any other type of questions that I can help to answer?
The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Comrade, a word.
Alright, that's done, so we're gonna finish this off on Topomnu. Too many. This is what we call an altaholic. So on my main count that I originally started off with in 2014, I have 18 characters there, which is max. This secondary account that I have a total of 11. And then with the new expansion pack that's coming out in June, they're increasing the cap on a person's account by 2. So my main account, I'm sure I'll have 20. Yes, I have an addiction problem, and I'm proud of it, and I'm embracing it. Then on this account, I'm sure I will have probably 13 by the time I'm done with my first run through the latest expansion that's coming out in June. But since you play MMOs too, you know that's pretty much typical of computer guys and online gaming. So this is definitely a very I think I tagged him. Very heavily yep, I tagged him. So this is a very heavily populated area. So when I was playing World of Warcraft, we really don't talk about that because I had a lot of tunes, probably close to 50 on World of Warcraft across multiple servers.
You lead.
And with that, there was they were not very friendly towards just having, let's say, 4 or 5 tunes. So if you wanted to do something, you would have to literally kind of create multiple tunes. Like for crafting and stuff like that, for, you know, World of Warcraft would only allow you to have craft, like maybe, you know, for skill lines, for crafting, like 2 things, like blacksmithing and enchanting. And then that would be it. So then you would have to create another tune to do clothing, you know, crafting, and alchemy. So you had to have X amount of tunes, and they still haven't fixed that issue, which is kind of really 2004-ish. So really don't know why they haven't changed it.
Kill them to run away. Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
How many more of these things do I need? 2.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Probably need just one more, and if this guy doesn't blow it to pieces. All right.
I hope you're watching.
We're out of here. Out of this mess. Let's go to our guild home. I almost made it out of there.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
Try that again. All right, so we have to craft one item of this set, and then we're done, and then we can go play with baby T-Rex. Since people want to see baby T-Rex. All right, done. Weekly's done. Zoom out of here.
Trinkets from your realm are in high demand in the shambles. I can take whatever you're willing to spare.
So this is her home away from home. It's her castle. Literally a castle. All right, so we're done all the champion points, and we've done all the endeavors. So I think it's time we switch over to Star Trek Online and see how Baby T-Rex is doing. So I will be right back. Time for a stretch break and water up, and I'll get Star Trek fired up, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh, and it seems Star Trek Online is having problems like Microsoft has been having problems all day long too with their Office 365 products and stuff. So I am getting unable to start game client. Client quit unexpectedly. So, a couple of options I'm going to try here at the moment. Hold on. Alright, so it seems the cats are becoming rambunctious at the moment. And, see if we can get this game to work. Oh no. Yeah, I think this is going to be it for the stream tonight. Seems Star Trek Online is broken after they dropped a patch, a big patch, a huge content patch, like 4 gigs. So they broke their game tonight, and I'm going to try to do a repair on this, and that's going to take some time. So see if I can get this to go. All right, so right now it's verifying the files. And it might take, oh, it's going pretty quick. Nice having a quick processor. So I'm going to continue the stream, but might be 10 more minutes of this waiting for the files to verify. So anyway, so just hang tight. Now would be a good time to go get that water, go to the bathroom, stretch. If you've been sitting, do your basic stretches. So I will be right back. It looks like they did break the game pretty good. Alright, I'm back. I did a verify, a repair on the game files and stuff. And it looks like it's going to be a no joy on Star Trek Online tonight. It's pretty much typical of what's been going on all day long in the IT field with Microsoft issues, the Office 365 and the Office products and everything else. I was just trying to check my Sparklight account, and even their log-on page for, to pay your bill and see your data usage and stuff like that is down. So it's just a bad day for tech all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream tonight. Sorry, no dinosaur, no baby T-Rex on that tonight. So, but I appreciate everybody joining me, and sorry I was late, but real life kind of got involved, took precedence and stuff today. We're trying to, our HOA and our neighbors and stuff are trying to fight a development that's going right across my front yard pretty much, and along a bunch of people's backyard property lines. So I had to deal with that. And like I said, apologize for being late to the stream, but real life got in the way of that. And I will be back Friday night, 6 o'clock p.m. my time, which is Mountain Daylight Time. And we will hopefully be doing the 9th anniversary event for Elder Scrolls Online. And there's also events going on in Star Trek, if they fix it by then, of First Contact Day and stuff like that that's coming up on April 12th. And then they also have Galactic Red Alert event, which is coming up here tomorrow, where you get to join a group of starships and captains and stuff like that, and go and blow up Borg and other hostile species to the Alpha and Beta quadrants. So it's definitely going to be a fun week, and hopefully Star Trek Online will be back online instead of offline tomorrow. And like I said, thank you for joining. Thank you for the questions. Love answering the questions. And if I don't know something, I can at least point you guys in the right direction, and you can do some research and so forth. So thank you all for joining tonight, and look forward to seeing you back on Friday night. Have a good night.